What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, more fun, more excitement, more awesome offerings from the museum today. Here on a Friday, here at the museum. Snowy outside, but nice and warm and toasty here inside the museum. And we have another fantastic offering just for you guys. All the way from 1985. It's the Jim Rio action figure. Guys, we have before I go any further with this, we have really two people to thank for making this acquisition possible, if you will. And that would be Tony Schwally and Jacob Williams. Tony Schwally is a huge gem collector, and he's the one actually really got me interested in the gem toy line. I didn't know anything about the gem toy line, but because I'm always looking to add new different toy lines to my museum collection, I was very interested in this figure. And the cool thing about having so many awesome collecting buddies in the toy community is that, you know, everybody has something that you've never seen before. And a Migo like live stream a couple weeks ago, me, Tony, and a whole bunch of fantastic collectors were on and just sharing our collectibles, you know, things that we had picked up recently or have. And Tony brought out this Rio figure, not this one in particular, but he had one just like this. And I said it was love at first sight. And I said, oh man, that looks fantastic. Never seen it before. Tony's wasn't in the box, and yet it was still sealed to the card like this one. You can see the fasteners and stuff, but the box was open. Tony said, well, you know, I know someone else that has one the way you like it, mint in box, if you're interested. And I said, absolutely. And he introduced me to another collector by the name of Jacob Williams, who's also a huge gem fan and collector, and has a massive gem collection of action figures. And I spoke to Jacob, and we made the transaction. I am extremely grateful to those guys. I received my Rio figure today, arrived here at the museum in fantastic condition. It looks fantastic. This box is huge, guys. It didn't look this big from the pictures I saw, but this box is massive. So I think Rio is probably maybe 13 and a half inches tall. This box is heavy, and as you can see, from all the beautiful artwork, this box is in fantastic condition. So thank you again, Jacob, and thank you, Tony, for really you're introducing me to a new toy line. And this Rio figure, for you guys that don't know Jim was a cartoon from the 1980s, the mid 1980s. It was about a young lady that owned her own record company, I believe, but she was a superstar singer by the name of Jim. The name of her group was the Holograms. You know, she was almost a superhero in a sense. So it was a fantastic cartoon. I watched it a little bit Not a ton. I can't lie to you. I didn't watch it a ton, but it was very popular. And as you can see, Hasbro thought of enough of it that it had a big enough following. Jim had a big enough following that, you know what, let's create a toy line. And the Jim toy line was created. And as you can see, Rio is, they say here, Jim's road manager and Jerica's boyfriend. So Rio is the road manager for Jim. And right off the rip, one of the selling points uh, of this figure, this beautiful Rio figure, was the purple hair, the immaculate purple hair. Get close enough for you there. And that Malibu tan that he has. Some scuffs here on the plastic here right now across his face. This on this plastic though, but as you can see, this figure's in fantastic condition. See, he's still tied in there. The gear is very 1980s. The clothing. And what screams 1980s more than a cassette tape? And that came with, let's see what the cassette tape includes. Cassette tape with hit songs, Deception, I Got My Eye on You, and the Gem theme. And the cassette tape is locked in there really good as well. Rio is pretty cool. He comes decked out in his signature jacket. Nice shirt, belt, purple pants. I can't see the thing. I think he comes with a stand as well. I don't think he comes with this briefcase. Jim, truly outrageous. But this, like I said, this is just a fantastic piece for our museum. I'm getting in now. It's 2022. I'm going to be building my vintage collection here at the museum. More vintage toys. I want to add more vintage toys. I'm going to be moving away very slowly, ever so slowly, but I'm going to be moving away from more modern toys and really focusing more of my energy and my financial firepower towards vintage figures. I'm getting a little older now, and I have a ton of modern stuff, but I want to really build. I don't have a huge vintage collection here at the museum, as you guys might know. So Rio is going to be one of the flagship figures, vintage figures. I want to go mid 1980s to 1970s, those decades of finding mint in box action figures and collectibles that we can add to our museum. So we want to build our vintage collection here at the museum. We want to have, we pride ourselves on having a little bit of everything for our viewers and our awesome subscribers and fans of the channel that can come here and pretty much find anything they want here at the museum that they had as a kid. This is from 1985, guys, and it doesn't get any better than this. All the way from 1985. Let's turn this box around, guys. And the box alone is, in fact, it screams, it absolutely positively screams 1980s. Who remembers this look right here? The big hair, colorful. That was Jim and the holograms in all their glory. High energy in motion. There's a Will Rio ever find out that the two special ladies in his life are one and the same? So he's dating the young lady, but he doesn't realize that the young lady he's dating is actually Jim. Where have we heard that before? This toy line is extremely expensive to obtain. These figures, trying to build this toy line. Let's turn this back around. I went on eBay. Tony was kind enough, and Jacob was kind enough to really kind of give me a lot of case history on these figures, on the Jim action figures and toy line. Very expensive. Like I said, this real figure on eBay could go anywhere from $100 to $150 to $200. This is crazy. Jacob gave me a great price on it, so it was a great price, very fair, and I'm happy that he wanted to actually part ways with this figure. I was hoping he would, so I'm looking to do more business with him and Tony in the future. But guys, your thoughts, your opinions on this fantastic blast from the past, all the way from 1985. We jump back into the time machine and travel back to 1985 for this beautiful Rio figure. The collectors like the close-ups. So I'm going to be adding more of these beautiful figures to my collection. I want to build my Jim collection, but it's going to be a very slow process, like I said, guys, because it's a very expensive process. And anybody that is really collecting big into the vintage market, toy market, it's very expensive. It's very expensive to really obtain these figures, A, in this condition, and B, with the pricing that comes along, the price tag that comes along with figures that are in fantastic near mint to mint condition like this, and with the packaging being as beautiful as it is. And yeah, there's some flaws to this packaging, but guys, we're talking 1985, not 2005. We're talking 1985. So to find these toys, in this type of condition, it's just, for one, it's becoming, as the years go by, it's becoming more and more difficult to do. And collectors just don't want to part ways with these beautiful items. They've had them in their collections for decades probably, and they don't want to part ways with it. But yes, to answer, because I know that's going to be some questions in the comment section underneath this video later. I will be adding more of these figures. You've seen my Barbie videos and stuff. I'm building my Barbie collection. I'm just branching out, guys, but we are definitely branching out towards the vintage market now. So we're going to be doing a lot of vintage action figures for you. So stay tuned, guys. Once again, thanks to Tony Schwally and Jacob Williams for making this happen. Guys, I really appreciate this. And for the rest of you guys, more fun on the way. You know the routine. God bless. Stay safe. And keep collecting.